Hello my dear students, welcome you all for a video lecture on corrosion and its prevention by cathodic protection method under the topic chemistry for engineers. It is my first video lecture. Myself Mr. Z.D. Sande, working as assistant professor, Department of Basic Sciences, Anna Saheb Dange College of Engineering and Technology, Ashta, District Sangli, Maharashtra, India. Let us see the outline of the today's video. We are going to start with the types of engineering materials. In short, then we will see meaning of corrosion and consequences of corrosion or effects of corrosion. Then shortly types of corrosion and prevention method of corrosion. Today's method is the cathodic protection method and its types. Yes, starting with the engineering materials, types of engineering material. We know very well broadly we can classify the materials as metals and alloys, ceramic materials, organic materials. We know very well the metals and alloys. The metals are polycrystalline bodies which are having number of differentially oriented fine crystals. Normally, all the metals exist in solid state at normal temperature, but some metals like mercury exist in liquid state at normal temperature. Other materials like ceramic materials are specially materials which are having very high thermal stability and resistance to corrosion. Organic materials, especially plastics or polymers, rubbers, and other derived materials from them are used as engineering material. Now let us see what are the drawbacks of pure metals. Pure metals are having very low mechanical strength and highly reactive, and that's why they are corrosive. Yes. To overcome these drawbacks, we know that alloys are prepared. What are alloys? Alloys are composition of two or more metals or metal and non-metal together. Then alloys are having better properties as compared to the component material in the alloy. So what are these properties? So alloys are having good mechanical strength, low thermal coefficient of resistance, and high resistance to corrosion. That is the main property of alloy. So commonly used alloys are steels, brass, bronze, gunmetal, duralumin, and nichrome, and many more. Now, what is meaning of corrosion? Yes, so the meaning of corrosion is very, we can define in different ways. It is a chemical process caused by direct chemical reaction or electrochemical reaction of the metal with its surrounding. So what is surrounding? Surrounding is nothing but the air or gases in the air, moisture content of the air, water, liquid, solutions, electrolytes, organic solvents, etc. etc. And also corrosion we can define in other way, like it is the disintegration or deterioration or destruction of a metal due to the effect of surrounding medium. And we know that metal gets converted into unwanted materials by chemical attack of environment, and therefore it is important to know the mechanism of corrosion. Now, what are examples of corrosion? Rusting of iron. Yes, a well-known example of corrosion is the rusting of iron. A layer of reddish scale and brown and powder of oxide Fe3O4, that is ferric oxide, is formed on the surface of iron metal. That is nothing but rusting of iron. And also we know the copper metal. Copper forms a green film of basic carbonate containing CuCO3, copper carbonate, plus CuOH twice, copper hydroxide, on the surface of copper. So it is due to the moist air containing CO2. Very simple mechanism of corrosion can be shown by shown here like this. Corrosion mechanism of steel in seawater. So you know this steel containing iron plus carbon. So iron is the main content of steel. So there is formation of anodic and cathodic areas on the surface of iron. It is also called as electrochemical corrosion, in which iron undergo oxidation to form ferrous ions plus electrons at this area is called as anode, and the iron, these electrons flow towards cathode where these are captured by dissolved oxygen and water present in the electrolytic solution surrounding, and hydroxyl ions are formed. So ferrous ions plus hydroxyl ion, they combine together to form rust like FeOH twice, ferrous hydroxide. So in this way there is corrosion of iron in seawater. We can show by a simple diagram. What are the consequences of corrosion, or what are the effects of corrosion? So there are many effects of corrosion like this. Formation due to formation of corrosion product, or the machinery efficiency of machinery get failure due to plant shutdown. And also there may be loss of product due to corrosion, contamination of product, and corroded equipment must be replaced time to time. Preventive maintenance like metallic coating or organic coating is required in the industry. And sometimes corrosion also release the toxic products. Health problem is also one problem in the industry due to the corrosion also. Pollution due to corrosion. What are the types of corrosion? There are, according to type, there are different. According to type of attack, there are two types broadly. First is the atmospheric or dry corrosion or direct chemical corrosion. Second is the electrochemical or wet corrosion or immersed corrosion. There are different methods to prevent corrosion of the metals, out of which some methods are like this: metallic coatings, cathodic and anodic coatings. One metal is coated on another metal. Organic coatings, in which organic compounds like polymers, plastics are coated on to prevent corrosion from surrounding environment. Then cathodic protection is one of the method, which is we are going to see today. Then anodic protection, metal spraying, metal cladding, etc., etc. What is cathodic protection? So basically, principle of the cathodic protection is like this. The principle involved in the protection method is to force the metal structure to be protected from corrosion, to act like a cathode so that corrosion does not occur. So what we are going to do, the metal structure to be protected from corrosion is forcefully made cathode, because we know at cathode corrosion does not occur. But at anode there is always corrosion. There are two types of cathodic protection. First is the impressed current protection method, and second is the sacrificial anodic or galvanic protection method. Let us see using a diagram what are these two methods, and we will try to distinguish between these two using the simple diagram. You can see in this diagram what is shown: soil, or left side there is a impressed current cathodic protection, and right side there is sacrificial anodic or galvanic protection. So in both the diagram there is soil, and in that there is a underground pipeline which we are going to prevent from corrosion. And this pipeline, what is done in the impressed current cathodic protection, we are going to supply a DC current using a DC battery to this underground pipeline, in which this pipeline is made as cathode, and there is a suitable anode is used, and it is surrounded by a backfill, that is coke or gypsum. So coke, that is carbon, or gypsum, that is calcium sulfate. And here we are going to use this anode made up of specially platinum or such other metals which will not undergo dissolution. And here sacrificial anode is used. Generally, sometimes magnesium is also used, where we can use and prevent it from corrosion. So what happens here, we are making DC, we are supplying DC current and making this pipeline to behave like a cathode, and here this anode it will be present. And in this way we are forming a galvanic cell here, and current is applied in opposite direction to nullify the corrosion current, so that it is called as impressed current cathodic protection method. To the right side it is a sacrificial anodic or galvanic protection. What is there in this method? Again, a pipeline connected by using a copper wire, insulated copper wire, to a anode. Here this anode is actually called as sacrificial anode. Like magnesium, zinc, aluminium, metals can be used as sacrificial anode. Sacrificial anode will undergo constant dissolution or corrosion, and due to corrosion after some period of time it will get completely wasted in this type of corrosion. And here again we are making this pipeline to behave like a cathode so that corrosion does not occur. So in this way we can distinguish between sacrificial anodic or galvanic protection and impressed current cathodic protection method. Let us see using one example. This is seawater, and in this there is a steel structure. We are going to protect it from corrosion. So at the bottom there is a anode connection is applied. So this aluminum anode is one of the example used here. So what happens in this method, aluminum will undergo corrosion and save the main foundation of steel from corrosion. Yes, other examples of cathodic protection are also shown here. The big large towers at the basement or bottom, there is cathodic protection applied, and again here it is under seawater protection from corrosion, because seawater is very corrosive environment and corrosion may be very vigorous in this case. So we can apply cathodic protection in such method. Let us see one animation of impressed current protection method as we saw in earlier slides. Let us see one animation for the same. This is the underground pipeline structure which is made cathodic, and we are going to prevent it from corrosion. And these are the different anodes, and these anodes are connected underground using a DC power source, that is a rectifier, and this rectifier will supply DC current and it drives the corrosion current to simulate the anode corroding. So in this way we can, again you can see here, galvanic or sacrificial corrosion is shown here. Magnesium anode directly connected to the iron plus carbon cathode, that is steel structure. Magnesium anode is sacrificed and corroded preferentially, but here what is the difference? Electron source, that is a rectifier or DC source, is applied. Platinum anode is used instead of magnesium or zinc. So in this way we can get differentiated between these two types. What are the applications of cathodic protection? Let us see finally where we can apply cathodic protection method to prevent from corrosion. Open water coolers, water tanks, underground or buried oil and water pipelines, condensers, transmission line towers which supply the electrical wires for to a very large distances, marine pipes, that is the seawater, under seawater structures, and again ships, etc. We can apply cathodic protection. Thank you very much.